So, of course, New York Comic Con is a thing. It's a big thing. Of course it is. It's pop culture now. You know, you got to get out there. You got to advertise your big Hollywood films because that's what Comic Con has become. Matthew Vaughn happens to be a director of one of these big comic book films. He's going to be directing the upcoming The Kingsman, which of course is a prequel to the Kingsman franchise. And he talks a little bit about what he would like to do for Marvel Studios, specifically the first family of comics, the Fantastic Four. Okay, so first up, let's get to the disclosure section of this. If you're new to the channel, if you don't know, Matthew Vaughn, to me, is one of the best directors in Hollywood. I am like one of those guys that fanboys everything he does, so this is coming from a fanboy mentality. To me, he's like, you know, Sam Raimi to the Raimi fanboys and Edgar Wright to the Edgar Wright fanboys, right? Like, I love his work. Naturally, this, of course, leads also to my favorite comic book film of all time, being X-Men First Class. So when it comes to Matthew Vaughn working in the MCU, it's something I really want to see. Of course I do. You know, because, one, I love his directing work and I love all his films, and two, like, just give me it, right? So when he was asked about what he would like to do, specifically ideas, and, you know, what he would like to do for Marvel Studios, he said Fantastic Four, and he gave this quote: "Yeah, I've always loved the idea of doing Fantastic Four as it was originally written. I mean, it's one of my favorite comics, and I actually think that the Fantastic Four as a piece of IP is in theory as big as Spider-Man. I think the values, the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, I think that those are the reasons. If you're a kid, you can imagine being part of the Fantastic Four family, and you can imagine being Peter Parker. So yeah, I think Fan 4 would be the one that would excite me the most." Now again, full fanboy, remember, but I think he would be perfect. Of course, I'm going to say that, but, you know, if you look at X-Men First Class, again, that's a period piece. He handles real-world history and he ties it in. He told an actual X-Men movie as opposed to a glorified Wolverine film like a lot of the other ones did. Unfortunately, when Singer got back on track, they kind of lost that momentum, to me personally, because they kind of lost the idea of grounding it with these real-world events. And if you look at the ideas he had for Fox and some of the rejected ideas, you can see he was going down the road of a shared universe. Now, at the same time, if you look at how he presents history in his films, you can tell he loves that. So naturally, a Fantastic Four, like a classic Fantastic Four set in the 60s, would probably be something that he would be really good at because, again, it's a period piece, and I think he could deliver it. So, to me, it's a no-brainer. I want this to happen. Of course I do, but who knows? Maybe he'll take a meeting with Marvel Disney. I mean, he's already working for them with The Kingsman, so if it happens, you guys can expect the most ridiculous happy dance from me that you will ever see. I promise you that. It might burn out your retinas, but it'll be worth it.